for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2-up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Hey, Lion! All right, here we go. Clock.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Red on red.
They go play action now. Lawrence out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
All right, let's go.
A give, running right, ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Jaguars at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have the team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Ritter on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Ritter to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Going play action. Ritter. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Back to throw. Ritter. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Easy, easy, easy. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
11, Aga. 30 left. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
Hey,
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 7.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Easy, read him.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And they'll run with ETN. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
It's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ready. On the ball. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Got the comeback route complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
10 cycles.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Taken down at the 47-yard line. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Ritter now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up second and 1.
On the ball, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's got him in, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on second and long. Ritter eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
Now ETN to start the drive to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
11.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Big 13 heavy. Here we go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter off the play fake. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter from the gun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down to the 25. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, run!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they'll accept that penalty. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, ETN once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is first and 10. ETN up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes second down.
11. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Another tote for ETN. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Still fighting. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. come up. 1st and 10 here. Now Ritter. Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Here's Ritter. On the move to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a camera on this game.
Now done for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jags, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to